Yeah, it
You
is.
must not have been here the day it was stopped.
Okay. Yes. Hello everybody. This is the first test of the new lens, and it's working pretty perfectly, as you can see by the Cessna. It's probably gonna go out of focus as soon as it gets over here, though, because the lens is so big you can't focus on something close.
It's making a big old turn. It was headed that way now.
Yeah, and it's making noise too.
Oh, I think it knows.
And no.
You're filming it.
Oh yeah, but propeller planes actually like me apparently, because this is actually well, I can't. Okay, there we go. Yeah, these like being filmed. The jets, that's where they don't like it. This is also like the longest video I've ever filmed on the camera, you know. And behind the trees it goes. And now I can zoom all the way back out. It only zooms out to the real size, which is good. And yeah. Yeah. When the lens is at its full potential. I'm gonna have to. That's good. All I know is that was a nice surprise right there. I'm assuming it's like a E145 or something. Why have we seen so many of these today? Oh, and it's turning. It's turning. Maybe it's the same, just based on that. Sheesh, I got a little too close there. Jeez. Wait. There was one time I filmed a helicopter around here and the same part of the same song was playing. It's a 717 with the new and improved zoom, as you can see, because this is normally a high up jet, which it still kind of is, but this looks even lower than the regular low down jets did with the old lens. So this is some good stuff. 717.
It's pretty high up too.
Yeah. And I lost it. Great. That's the only bad thing about having ultra zoom. You tend to lose things a lot. Or I tend to lose things a lot. And plus I got a bunch of schmutz on the screen while I was on the car ride, so that's gonna play a little bit of a role. Oh, I didn't even mean to start filming, but there's a jet over here, I guess, taking off. And I'm just gonna point at the one landing, because the takeoff is already gone. Maybe it'll pop. No, it's way below the trees. In other news, there's a Santa and Frosty the Snowman. I'm sure we all care about that. Look at the teeny weeny A320. Or maybe even A319 if we're lucky. Or actually it depends on what you consider a good jet or not. Because unlucky if it's my case, but whatever. There it goes, turning a little bit, and behind the pole of doom. Can you guys believe it? It's an A321, and don't ask what the heck just came out of my mouth, because I know for a fact it wasn't a word. But yes, an A321 on departure. I can film departures now. This is nice. With only a little chromatic distortion, but I don't really care about that much. Unless I'm like over here pointing towards the sun and in the trees, then it'll be a little bit noticeable. But it's not noticeable right now, so it doesn't matter. Behind the bushes it goes. Oh yeah, don't mind the debris on the screen. I didn't clean up the camera yesterday properly, so yeah. At least the mirror on the inside. So that might look a little bit stupid. And also, as soon as the jets get low down, this is gonna be a lot better than it is right now. I mean, this is still really good, but it's always better when the jets are low down. And away it goes to 737-800. Which, that might actually be a 900, but I don't know. And there's the sun behind us if you want to take a quick glimpse of that. That fascinating discovery I just made. Another 717. I can't even see it either. But the camera can. So that's good enough. Maybe it's a 2BD. I'm gonna clean up the thing before, so there won't be before the next capture, hopefully. So. Then again, I'm not really good at cleaning things, but whatever. A little bit sideways up there. That's just the clouds probably though. I mean, no, it is looking a little bit. Actually, yeah, look how fast the clouds are moving. There is. Jeez, a low helicopter. Well, it's already gone, but fortunately in perfect. Oh my God, look how high the Gulf Stream is. That's like two polar opposites right there. You'll notice there's only a few teeny pieces of hair there. I pretty much cleaned it off. It's only stuff that wouldn't really bother me if I was watching the video. Now other people actually give a whole lot of crap about having clean and pristine video might care, but that's not what the channel's about. The channel, let me keep that.
Huh?
Let me keep it.
Oh, okay.
It's not yellow or polka dot, but it sure is itsy bitsy teeny weeny. It's a CRJ 900. It's not super teeny weeny, at least for CRJs, but it is compared to any other jet out there, I guess. I don't know. But yes, fun. It's been a nice episode of field testing. So freezing cold, like it'd be a nice day for low down jets. You know, it's clear, partly cloudy. You know, got a nice little backdrop. It's
Do you have any gloves?
the perfect season, but the
little guy.
yes, but it's the only problem is, you know, the temperature is below zero pretty much. Here's a vapor trail. Well, it's not even making the vapor trail anymore. There's actually a pretty good shot of it. If it was still, well, it is making the vapor trail, but it's like a mile behind it. Well, there it goes. It's coming back. Don't mind the hair on the screen once again. As soon as we get home, I'm gonna fix that a little bit better than I did. Trying to figure out what this is. What airline? It might be Lufthansa, but it looks too much of a small jet. But yeah, I'll go ahead and zoom out for reference, which isn't actually really. There's the rest of the vapor trail back there. But once again, I don't care a whole lot about the rest of the vapor trail, and neither should you. Anybody. 717. How pretty is that? Okay, don't mind what I just said. There it is. It's flying. It's up in the air. And did you know it's gonna land somewhere eventually? Probably tonight. I bet you didn't know that. That's the TWA fun fact of the day. There yeah, I'm just gonna cut this out. Oh, another vapor trail. Yeah, I'm just gonna start the clip at this because that was just way too awkward.
You know, he said it might land somewhere tonight. It's heading west. It still might land somewhere this afternoon.
It's evening, almost. It's gonna land this evening.
Yeah, but it's not.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's called the time change.
Oh shit.
The sun's that way, and it's headed that way. You could
We got eastbound, westbound. Okay. You know, this is really competing with the citation for altitude, because this is just pathetic how high this thing is. We're crying out loud. And once again, forget about the hair. I'm gonna clean that off eventually. Well, actually, yeah. There's my new and improved zoom. It's actually the first time I've actually had zoom, because the only thing my tablet would zoom into, which basically my old camera I used to use, it would only zoom up to real size. Sometimes not even that. And this wouldn't even get up to real size earlier. But now, finally, the first time I've literally ever had zoom on a camera. Only the second, oh my god. I thought I cleaned the sensor, but apparently it didn't work. Only the second time I've ever recorded EVA Air Cargo, though. I had to rush out here while I was cleaning the camera, though. That's probably why. Oh god, where'd it go? Jeez. Okay. Now I'm serious, I'm gonna go clean it up. I tried, it works in photo mode, but apparently not in video. There's a Delta A319. I forgot I'm in autofocus mode right now. As you can see, there's still grime on the camera, but I don't know if you guys agree, but at least to me, it looks like it's not as bothersome. It still kind of bothers me, and it's on the sensor, and blah blah blah. You gotta spend a whole lot of money trying to get materials to clean this, because I'm not allowed to clean it regularly, even though I kind of am still. So yeah, well, I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to keep wiping it off the way I have been for the past hour. That's right, it's been an hour, and this is all I've been able to do. I don't even understand. I don't know how this even got dirt on it. It's a DSLR camera, which I've heard are pretty much impossible to get dust on. And here's what I did. Here's what I did to get dust on it. The telescope literally can't get in focus with this. But pretend okay, it can, actually, maybe. Not really, no. But I put the camera right up against the telescope, and somehow that got it dirty. Because it only got dirtied up once I did that. Now then again, the dirt only shows up when I'm pointing at the deep blue sky. Because if I'm like pointing literally anywhere else, inside or outside, it doesn't really show up. And there's another A319. I've just been rambling on way too much. I can't see it. Neither can you though, so we're in this together. Okay. Yeah, but somehow that got this dirty, which doesn't make any sense to me. And there's a jet back there too. But yeah, this is a little bit pissy, if you ask me. But I don't really care, cause I'm gonna clean this off. By tomorrow, it shouldn't be like this. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to clean it out here in the 20-degree temperatures outside. So yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. Forget about the vapor trail I'm filming. Look at the camera. I know there's a little bit of smudge on it, but I don't even care at this point. Yeah, call me camera cleaner TWA, man. I need to get out of full zoom. Sorry, I'm just basically abusing the zoom now every single time. That's literally what I was trying to avoid doing. But yes, guys, I figured out the sensor thing. I wouldn't recommend, because I've heard that it will break that is a large chance it'll break the camera. But I decided to take my chances, which I'm one of those people who doesn't have a lot of this stuff, so I don't know why I'm always taking chances. But no, I took my chances. I put a wet paper towel in there to wetten it up a little bit. And then I used the washcloth, which you're also not supposed to use, to wipe it. And then look, it's fixed. I know there's still a little bit of dirt, but I'm gonna keep the rest of the episode like this, because this doesn't matter, right? You guys don't care? Yeah, there's a guy walking his dog. Let's focus on that. Oh, and there's a spirit. A spirit. Or a NKS. Spirit doesn't have an N or a K in it, but it does have an S. So I'll take it. It's an A321. I don't know if I'll even be able to capture it good. It's not really in focus, but it's better than I thought. Actually, no, you know what? It is kind of in focus. I don't know how close I can get to these things to focus them. Jeez, that's loud. And there's a Contrail. Oh, and there's a Delta, I think it's a 739. That or an A321 again. And it's the second option, the A321. I literally don't think the camera allows me to get this close to jets. And there's a vapor trail up here too. Sure, you're all fascinated by that discovery. Once again. And there's an A321. The A321 that I've been fixed on the whole time. Oh, and as soon as I turn that off, another A321. What is with all the A321s at the top of the hour? I don't actually know what time it is, so... It's a 7:57. I could tell based on the sound. I don't know if you can even hear it. Hopefully you can. Because nobody deserves to miss out on the sound of a 7:57. Nobody deserves to miss out on seeing one either, which... You can't really hear it that well from 20 miles away from the airport, but whatever. Look, Amazon Air, Prime Air, or, you know, ATI, whichever you prefer. If you talk about the actual airline that's operating it, it's ATI, or ATN. Once again, whichever you prefer. I think I have to zoom out a little. I hate doing it, but I have to. Because, I don't think there's enough focus on this camera to go around to this. So I'm pretty sure every video I've taken today is out of focus. Just because of the full focal range, I can't record something like this. Which really sucks to have a lens where you can't even focus on something close up. But it's alright, I guess. It's alright. And it's also far away. So I can't actually use the extra stuff. It's still pretty good though, you know. It's about as close as I could do with this stuff. With the old lens, but don't you just love the sunset? Watching jets in temperatures that are warmer than it was when it was 1 p.m.
Another vapor trail jet.
I wonder what this could be. I would be able to check if I wasn't filming. Even though, once again, it can't focus on it because it's so far away. Because this is like the furthest away a jet can be for this to focus on it. So either I have to zoom out and then do that, or I can just stay all the way zoomed, which I wasn't really zoomed out. That's zoomed out. But, yeah. I think it's an A321. The lowest jet we've seen so far in a while, since Jeff came back out here. Which is just very odd. I mean, these aren't like super... I think this is the lowest video, the closest jet at the house this camera's recorded, though. At least the closest it's looked, since I'm using super zoom now, kinda.
Because it was.
No. Yeah, I was going backwards. Tell that to the video. Tell that to all the people.
Flipped around.
The 737. I don't know if it's a 900. Or sorry, 932 ER. It looks like an 8. So an 832, but not ER. Just an 832. Which is still way too specific. I can just say 800. Or, you know, if I want to be really vague, just a 737. No, if I want to be super vague, I can just say it's a jet. It's a flying thing. It's got wings. And goodbye. Look at the A350 that I can tell is an A350 from 15,000 feet up in the air. Because I'm like that for some stupid reason. Yeah, look at the ultra HD, in focus, perfect, shaky, but still perfect A350 video. Isn't this just grand? I hope the jets are low tomorrow, or someday where it's clear during the week. Because, Jeff, let me tell you how the month's gone, okay? It's been high up, and then when it got overcast, which is basically the whole month, where you can't see any jets, that's when they get low. And then as soon as it starts to clear up, guess what? Clouds again. If only we had this lens at the beginning of the month, when the jets were low every day. But no. This month has already gone by really slow, kinda. It seems like December the 1st was like a whole long time ago, but it wasn't. Whoa, by some perfect twist of fate, I decided to come out here and stop eating my banana bread for a little bit, and an A350 just so happened to fly over as soon as I got out here. And I'm telling you, it was perfect. Like, I came out here and the A350 was like here, and it takes still not that long actually to turn the camera on. But yes, boy, guys, it's time to be excited for the next aviation adventures. I hope this camera quality is as good as the old lens, because I've heard some bad, I've heard some bad things about this lens, and to be honest, I don't think it deserves it. I'll be honest, it doesn't deserve any of At least most of the hate it gets. Even the chromatic distortion, aberration, whatever. Like, that's only really if you're like zooming way into trees, and then you take you can kind of probably see it a teeny weeny bit there. But no, but then like if you like super zoom it up after this, then you'll kind of see a teeny weeny bit. But no, it's not like something terrible. It's not even, I don't even care about it. But yeah, there's a star. Unfortunately, won't be able to see the moon because I'm not going to be out here that long, but we're good so far. 73932 ER, I think. With my luck, it's an ERJ. And I already said there's no tripods. I'm a non-tripod type of man. I operate the camera manually. And yes, I was right. It's a 737-900 ER. So if it shakes, then that's too bad. Because I'm not getting a tripod. That's not something that's gonna happen. This is gonna have to settle it. Ah, yes. I just love it when you can't hear the engine sounds. Every single time I'm not saying something, it's just awkward. And that's the only reason it's not super awkward is because Jeff's here, and he's making already awkward sounds with the jacket and smacking his lips. But if Jeff weren't here, it'd be extra awkward because we'd just be completely silent. But then I'd have to rely on the expressway sounds. But yes, I can tell I'm gonna have a good time with this camera lens.
Kitty, kitty,
Look, a black cat!
kitty, 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 kitty.
We're probably gonna get bad luck because of this, but I don't care.
Do you have a gun?
Jeff! Yeah, it was from that same driveway last time I saw it. Last September.